Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Secret Filmmaker Society podcast. I am one of your hosts, Joshua Tubbs, alongside
your boy Jay Wills.
And we're here to shoot the ish with y'all. Bro, you know what I miss?
We're here to shoot the shit.
Do you know I was trying to keep it PG.
Nah, we unfiltered, parental advisory. But
you know what I miss?
What do you miss?
Music videos with storylines.
You also miss the basket every time you shoot.
It's like, just dump on me today.
Yeah, man. Full-time troll. Activated. You know the Yu-Gi-Oh! When you activate the trap cards.
You're bringing it back, yo. No, man, because like right now, just to give you guys some context, Will's just showed me this music video by the Migos. What's it called? Stir Fry?
Yeah, Stir Fry. It's old, but not old, but I don't know. I didn't really watch it. I don't really watch music videos that much. I don't want it to influence my work too heavy, but
true.
Yeah, it's interesting. Kind of gave me that fucking Busta Rhymes vibe though. Busta Rhymes would do some funky shit like that.
The thing is, like, I miss having music videos with storylines like that. Like, when was the last time you've seen a music video like that, aside from like R. Kelly back in the day?
Do you want to rhyme with me? Fucking Busta Rhymes, I'm telling you, man. Might drop a clip in our Instagram for you guys this week.
Serious, because
Busta Rhymes doing his version of being in a Chinese film.
Yo, he had the best music videos, I think. And like, he always had that one look with the camera that was like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the up close, almost like a fisheye lens.
Yeah, that was I can't remember which video it is, but quite a few,
like,
actually.
A lot of them, bro. Yo, shout out to Busta Rhymes, man. I just really thought about it because I'm like, you know what? Everyone has been doing like music videos that are like performance based. I haven't seen a good storyline music video in a long time.
Got a clip for you guys.
You want to ram with me?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes.
Which track was that again?
Busta Rhymes. I can't remember what track it was on. Man. But
shout out to Busta, man.
Busta Rhymes definitely paved the way.
Serious, yo. How you doing today, though?
Today's a great day. It's Friday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do.
Bro, it's brick outside. Came out here.
Welcome
cold
to Canada.
As hell. Yeah, I thought we were gonna like get a little bit of break. We didn't get one. If you guys are listening, you guys are somewhere warm, be happy, because like, yeah, it's freezing where we're at right now. But today's gonna be a good episode. We got a lot of stuff to talk about that's going on in the world. We're gonna touch on a few subjects, things that are happening. We're gonna be very current today. Some things that are happening in the world of video, film, also content creation, influencers, things of that nature. So first up, there's a story I want to share with y'all. I don't know if you guys have heard this, but there's this like influencer, I guess a beauty blogger. Her name is Elle Darby. Long story short, she kind of was reaching out to a bunch of hotels in Dublin because she's going to go out there and stay out there. So she's trying to see if she can like collaborate, Hey, I do a video with you guys. Hey, video. She said, I wanted to do a video with the hotel to promote them. And she gets to stay in for maybe free or a discount. She reached out to a bunch of hotels. Didn't really get any responses, but this one hotel put her email on blast, and pretty much like the email, like, it was long, and he basically was saying like, dear social media influencer, he put that in brackets. He's like, since I already know your name, but I guess names are important. I guess he didn't like the way she came off, and he was saying like, hey, I have a staff to pay and all this kind of stuff. Why don't you pay your way like everybody else? All this kind of stuff. So just being very rude. At the end, he's like, PS answers no. He went so far to like ban all bloggers from his hotel. But do you think what she did was wrong in any way, especially in this day and time? Like, that's how we like do business a lot of times.
Man, I don't even want to talk about this.
Well, it's current. It's true. What do you think?
I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but like, man, this is such a depressing time. Like, people really do this. Like, come on, man.
Yo, you think she shouldn't have done that?
No, what the hell are you thinking? Like,
really?
No, what? Like, you know what? Anyways, the gloves are off. What the fuck were you thinking? If you're listening to this somehow, if this gets back to her, like, what the fuck were you thinking? Email me, at me. I don't give a fuck. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? That's like someone coming to me and being like, yo, man, I'm going to give you the dopest review. Can we get a video? No, why? I think I'm going to do this every week, and I'm going to reference the time that I said, because there is a time somewhere in one of these podcasts where I said your clout, your whatever, you being a star isn't gonna pay my bills. You getting me views isn't paying my bills. I understand, like, to some context, there's like I might get more clients or I might get 1 or 2 clients, but I don't know, what your audience attracts. More times, the people that come to you and say, yo, you know, I'm going to give you a dope review. I have all these followers, or I have all these followers. I'm going to be able to do this for you. And it's like, yo, you're trying to get a cheap video or a free video or a free something. The people that follow you, that look into your stuff, are either really young and can't afford certain things, or they're just, need I say, broke, and they won't be able to afford things. So it's like, what am I really gaining from doing something for free for you?
Yeah, but with this girl, okay, on this girl's defense, I have to say is like, it's no different than like an endorsement from like a celebrity in a way, like exact same thing back in the day. Like, yes, she's not. I think she only had like 100,000 followers or something like that. So it's like, yeah, she's not on the level of like Kim Kardashian.
But listen to what. But Kim Kardashian pays for her hotel stays.
No.
Oh, you better believe
like
that
on
they
the
do.
show. I feel like either the like. What
they
he's
pay.
paying,
trust me, they pay,
or they're getting like free stay.
It's getting paid for, because like he said, you know, you still have to pay all your employees XYZ, and it's like, if I had employees and I'm letting everyone get free videos, how am I paying my producer, how am I paying my DP, how am I paying my PAs? Like, I'm not able to pay them, because like, what am I gonna do? Hey guys, well, this person's getting a free video, so none of you are getting paid. It's the same way. What is he gonna do? Well, so yeah, we have a couple people staying for free, so I'm sorry, you're not getting paid this week. It's like,
but then the hotel does make so much. See, I don't know. It's both sides. Yeah, there's that side of like what you're saying,
but they make so much until what point when they're not making enough because they're giving everybody free.
Well, not everybody. Yeah, I'm saying not everybody. Honestly, pick and choose.
No, not
like,
everybody.
If it's something
like,
that aligns with the hotel, okay. Like maybe this girl, like you're saying, yeah, like maybe her audience isn't an audience that would stay there, or even like is the age of like buying or to like reserve a room at this hotel. But like in the world of like where we live in a world where it's like collaborating and creating content, and it's like, excuse me, especially with her, she's like create like to kind of promote the hotel in her video. It's still somewhat, first of all, I think there's nothing wrong with her reaching out and asking for that, like, hey, get what you can get. But it's like, if the hotel just wanted to do business with her and be like, cool, you know what, you can maybe guest business. There's
certain things where you gotta wait for someone to reach out to you. I understand knocking on doors and shit like that, but it's like, yeah, you gotta, yeah, it's tough, but yeah, you just gotta reach out to the right people. You can't, I don't know, there's very few things where it's like you don't reach out. See, for instance, like you're talking about the Kim K thing and whatnot. Kim K doesn't directly reach out to the hotels. There's like I said, there's somebody paying for it. It's being paid for through something. So like, say if she's working with a brand that's a perfect example. There's brands out there that are doing, I don't want to say travel. It's not really travel packages, but it's like these explore packages for content creators or creatives in general, where they're the middleman to it. So it's like their form of paying people is like, all right, cool, we'll get you this hotel stay. Like, we'll give you this 5K package or whatever it is. They pay you $5,000. They get you the hotel. And it's like you live somewhere for a month. But like when you think about it, it's like they're spending more than $5,000. They're spending
the hotel, the travel people,
because like whatever it is, it might be something where there might be some deal between the advertising company or the middleman, middle people, the middle company, the middle company, where they're getting a deal on it, but they're still paying for something, and in return, it's like that creative does content, gets paid by that company. That company pays for like the stay.
Yeah.
And then that hotel gets like something, like everyone's definitely getting something out of like with
you're
something like that.
Like somebody's getting paid.
They're getting paid. At the end of the day, they're getting paid. But there's like, you don't reach out to the hotel directly and say, hey, bro, can I stay here for free? I'll write a good review for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He was pissed off because the way she said it kind of sounded like that.
It's like, hey, let me get something for free. No, but like what these middle companies, what they do a lot of times, they pay the creative, but then they take them around like all these different experiences and like do all these things. and it's probably a pay it forward thing where they get to write off taxes. Clearly, they pay the creative, they pay for the hotel stay, and after they take you around, you do a whole bunch of stuff. You meet cool people because they do it with more than one person.
It's pretty dope.
I've seen one. There was one in like Vancouver, and it's like you get like $5,000 for just being with them for a month or something like that, and you get like a free hotel. You just have to like kind of do like a little something.
So you're just creating content for them.
Yeah, not for them. You're creating content for yourself, but you get to but like you're obviously still talking about your trip and shit.
So what is this, like more of like something that's like
it's so much things in one,
like a program, or is it more of something
I don't know. I actually don't know. I didn't look into it too much, crazy. But like it's crazy. I mean, if there's anyone out here listening that knows a little bit more about it, feel free to make a comment so that we can actually speak on it properly. But yeah, it's kind of like I said, you get paid to go somewhere for free, and it's like you go to all these cool places, you create content for yourself, but it also gets promoted. It's like all in all, it's good for you.
Yeah,
it's
promo.
Like, it's promo for you. It's promo for you. It's promo for a hotel, and it's like everyone gets paid. So like it works out. The hotel probably gives a discount because like they're getting quote unquote free advertising,
and that's what like.
Here's another way to approach something like that, or like for instance, for me, say if I'm working with a brand, but I want something for free. Okay, it's like I don't necessarily get anything for free because when you think like maybe sometimes, but when you think about certain things, you're like, all right, cool. I'm going to support this brand even though I'm going to do some work for them. I'm going to support them. They're going to support me. So once they support me and say they pay me X amount, and after I'm like, all right, cool. Like I can easily turn around and buy something, or like they give me something, and then because they gave me something, if that's something that you want to do as a creative, as a videographer, photographer, whatever the case is, get paid for what you're doing, get the clothes. And if you're getting the clothes, just be like, that's between you and the brand. Just be like, yo, I'm going to take off X amount since that's how much the clothes are. And then, but you're still paying me for my service, because at the end of the day, my service is definitely worth more than like what these clothes are that people are giving me. You know what I mean? But
then like and I guess this is just going back to the hotel thing with the girl. I just see it as like, instead, I know sometimes people can't get paid. Like sometimes if someone's not getting paid, you might be like, oh, I got to pay people. But it's like, what happens to like, when people used to get like commercials done and stuff, like this technically is a marketing expense. So if they do this deal with her, like the same money they were going to put to produce a commercial or to produce something else, it's the same thing brands can do as like a marketing expense to work with people. Like, yeah.
From what I've seen, her shit doesn't look sick.
Well, I'm just saying with her, like I'm just saying she's just like a
pay me to stay somewhere and shoot a commercial. Yeah. That's different from paying a blogger.
Well, like, yeah. She's just a stable. She was like a beauty blogger. She's probably not going to create an amazing video.
She said what that guy said in the email, his following count, his Facebook count. So it's like, if that was the case, it doesn't make sense for, all right, let me give you a 5-day stay so that you can write a Yelp review. Like, all right,
do you
cool.
believe though, like if you're dope at like creating video, that you should
no, because they don't make enough money off of that. They don't make enough money. Sorry, they don't profit off of that. For me staying for 5 days, if I personally,
for 5 days, made a
I'm not gonna stay.
Video.
I'm not gonna stay for 5 days. Say, hey Jay, come through, get your team. You guys shoot a video. Whatever, pay me my full price to shoot the video.
Yeah.
I don't need to stay there.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying like, for you to stay for free.
I think it's more convenient for them to do that.
You still get paid, but I'm saying like, don't you think like example? I just use him because he does travel videos, like Sam Calder. Like he creates travel videos for hotels. Like he gets paid obviously to go do it, but then he's also getting a free stay and stuff. Like that's bringing people towards the hotels. Like people want to come and stay there because like he'll do like Hawaii and make Hawaii look amazing, and it's produced by like. It basically is sponsored by this hotel, and then like this hotel can put their name on it, slap their logo on it, and it's like you want to go to Hawaii now.
I feel like this is a tough one. This is a tough one, man. I'm always gonna be on the side. Like I would definitely like love to get free shit, but I've been thinking in a really practical way where it's like, do I want everyone, not everybody, but do I want everyone thinking like, yeah, I'm at this level, let me hit these guys up for a free video? It's like, why?
What do you mean?
Like people think clout pays.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, you know
but
what I mean?
it kind of
nah, it doesn't pay. It doesn't.
Well,
because I can't turn around to
not
my
for
bill collectors and be like, hey, this guy gave me like 500 followers.
Yeah.
So maybe next month, one of those 500 followers are gonna hit me up and say, hey, I want a video done, and then I can pay you.
Yeah,
like, I can't do that.
No, yeah. I'm not saying in that sense. Like I'm saying towards like companies. Like companies want your clout in order to be relevant. Like an insurance company would love the clout. Like look at like LeBron James. Like if he's doing a Sprite commercial, like they want his clout to like, you know what I mean? Obviously it's on a different level. I'm not talking about like for services and stuff, because for product companies it's a little different. There's a product to sell, right? So it's different when it's products. When services, I don't think it's the same thing. Like getting a video created by a creative, it's not the same thing as like having like a bunch of iPhones and selling it and like getting someone to endorse your iPhone rather than endorse your video. But it does work to some extent. But yeah, I'm on your side in the sense of like,
it's weird. Is a hotel stay a product or a service?
I think it's more of a product. Like it is a service, but I feel like it's more of a product because all the rooms are commodity. Like they just flipping rooms, right? That's why it's a little different than video, right? Because it's not like you're creating a service. Like the maids are like a service and stuff. But I don't know. It's iffy. But that kind of goes into the next topic. What's actually kind of similar is like, okay, I was looking at this report that was saying the top 2018 trends in business and in videos for 2018. And one of the trends, which was funny, was they're saying that brands and influencers were going to be more transparent about their deals they're doing. Because right now, a lot of creatives, especially video creatives, are doing a lot of deals with like different camera companies, Sony, Canon, etc., different products within the film industry. And people are starting, particularly one thing is like with the Canon 6D Mark II, Canon has been like, that camera seemed like it wasn't doing as well as it should at the very beginning of the year, or even as last year when it came out. And lately they've been having a lot of big YouTubers that are in video start pushing that camera, and a lot of people I'm noticing in comments.
You want to know what's crazy and why that camera probably isn't doing as well? Like the way I look at it, it's like it's almost considered an entry level full frame, I guess you could say. And it's like if you don't have money to buy a 5D, you're gonna cop a 6D.
Yeah.
And now it's like if you don't have money to cop a 5D, but you have money to cop a 6D Mark II, it's kind of like, I feel like a lot of people, my mindset would be like, all right, let me just save up that little extra to get the 5D. But then now it's like, especially with the 5D Mark or 6D Mark II coming out, everyone's probably at that entry level looking for the full frame. They're not looking to spend that much money, so they're probably just like, yo, let me just go on Kijiji and buy.
Well, yeah, that's why
buy the first one for X amount, which is gonna be like cheap, like $1,200, and you know, it's like.
And a lot of people were mad because like the 4K and all that kind of crap. They like, oh, it wasn't there. Which is again like, yeah, I'm not like a 4K like lover. I haven't really shot 4K that much.
The 1080. Let me just say something. Instagram plays back at standard definition 480. So just to let you guys know that.
Yeah, the fact that people are so obsessed with
these things don't matter.
4K. It's like you're not even watching on a 4K screen.
I have people like, bro, you shoot 4K now? Why aren't we doing videos? Because the 4K is irrelevant and you have no money to put in my pocket. Do you have 4K money?
It's making sense.
You got 4K budget, bro? How about you put 4K in my pocket before I shoot 4K, yo? I'm charge you $1 a pixel, bro.
Serious, bro. But one thing, that's the thing they're noticing was with the 6D Mark II, what I was noticing is like I was going through all these different YouTubers and like communities online, their comments to see what like the people, what you guys out there are saying. And I've noticed a lot of people, especially with the 6D Mark II, are getting on Canon saying like, yo, you guys are just trying to sell this camera. And like all the YouTubers that are reviewing it are just saying great things about it, which is, I think it's a good camera. Don't get me wrong, like for what it's used for. But like the fact that a trend of like brands being more transparent with their influencers, because now everyone wants to be a freaking influencer, right? Everyone wants to get into it in some realm, no matter what they're doing, whether it's within video or if it's within fashion or it's whatever, makeup, whatever. And it seems like all our advertisements are kind of moving towards that. Do you think like, one, do you even take into consideration when you hear an influencer telling you about certain things? Like, does that even sway you? Like when they say something like, Like depending on who you listen to or who you like hear across your feed or whatever, if they say like, oh, I'm using this camera because whatever, and it could be any product. But
what's I don't know what kind of influencer.
An influencer.
I find like the influencer, what an influencer is. The term is used so loosely.
Yeah.
Just because you're titled quote unquote influencer doesn't mean necessarily you are. You're just getting paid to try to tell people. It's like that Sprite commercial. That Sprite commercial with LeBron where he's like, I'm not gonna tell you to drink the Sprite, I'm gonna ask you if you want one, right? And it's like people that are influencers are out here trying to tell you like what they're told and what they're reading off of a script, but it's like I feel like it's easier to just live your life, do your thing, and influence who you influence without forcing yourself to be an influencer. If you get what I'm saying, I can easily be or considered an influencer. You can be an influencer, and I don't mean it like literally like, yeah, I'm out here, I'm getting paid to do this, I'm getting paid to do that. No, it's like, yo, I'm doing what I'm doing, and because I'm doing it and people like what I'm doing, people coming up and that are trying to do this stuff, people that are out there doing this stuff, they're influenced by my style of shooting or like, you know, the way that I present my work or whatever it is, whatever effects I might use. So it's like, so what really is an influencer? I'm not gonna look at somebody that's like not a filmmaker or even like I wouldn't even look at, no offense to myself, like I wouldn't look at myself to be like, oh, yo, this guy's review is the one that matters. That's gonna sway me. I'm not gonna sit here like LeBron says, nobody go drink that Sprite. Nah, I'm gonna give you my suggestion, give you my like opinion on things, and be like, yo, you know, this is what I think. And like, if you feel like my opinion plus the reviews that you read plus whatever opinions and you testing out that thing works for you, then cool. But like, I don't think anybody should let anybody sway them to buy something.
So like you personally, no one, like if you hear like, I don't know, like who's like a filmmaker that
nobody,
like even a director, like if nobody. Director XYZ Steven Spielberg or
Director X to say Director X said something to me, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's about me and what feels good to me. I don't like it's Spielberg. I don't care. Tarantino. If like, Tarantino if anyone, said something,
like not saying it to you, but they just said something, like would that hold any more weight, or is it more like you just gotta like do the research yourself? You don't care. Like I think it's stupid for anyone to just take from face value what someone says.
I think it comes down to knowing what I need, knowing what I do, and looking up actual specs and facts. Kind of I don't look to reviews to see if someone's like this and that. It's like, because if I did, then I would have copped the Sony A7S too, but I didn't
when
because
everyone was saying that
everyone's like, yo, that's the best. Well, that's the best DSLR. That's the best mirrorless camera. That's the best small camera for video. It's like, all right, cool, but does it feel good to me? No.
But see, that's the point now, because everyone's now trying to say, well, they want to be more now transparent with influencers and stuff, right? So it's like, do you think? And I've been trying to think about this for the last couple of days as well, like, do we trust reviews? Do we trust people saying what they like anymore? Because now they're getting paid for it. It's kind of different. Like I've done reviews on things where I didn't get paid to do a review on it, right? So it's my honest opinion. But when I'm watching reviews from like other people and they're saying like this is a sponsored video, it kind of like makes you automatically say like,
okay, you're getting paid to say this. It's like me and my roommate were watching videos on like those robot vacuums. And like everyone's like, yeah, the Roomba's way better than the Dyson, and it's like, why? Like, and after there's other reviews saying that the Dyson's better than a Roomba. It's like, yo, after a while we're like, which one's the honest opinion? Who's getting paid? How much of these people are getting paid to be like, this one's better than that one?
Like all the paid actors.
So it's like not even paid actors. It's just like if someone came to me and said, hey, here's $5,000, say that the Canon's better than Sony. I'm gonna say it.
Cool. Give me the script.
Actually, you don't need to pay me to say that Canon is better than Sony. But like, yeah, if someone came to me and said, "Yo, here's 10 Gs,"
but see, that's the weird
Nikon's
thing.
better than Canon, I'll be like, "Yo, send me the 10 Gs," but I'm never gonna use a Nikon. Though?
Like you like Canon.
I like Canon. I like the way it feels.
So now, if they do pay you to say something, would you be? It's not even a thing about being completely honest, but do you?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna say exactly what I've been saying. So you would be right. So do you think, I'm gonna fight for Canon till the day I die without the money.
So okay, so like, but then if you don't like a few things within like a camera they do, and you did a review on them, like, do you think they screen it? Like, because I've never done a deal with Canon, so I don't know.
I've shot commercials, not with Canon, but just commercials in general, where it's like you're doing something based on something, and then it's like the person's like, yeah, I don't do this. I don't. It's like, bro, we're shooting a campaign.
Yeah.
That's like for this.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking? Like, I don't do this. It's like, bro.
Oh, you're saying like, yeah, it's like you're not backing up what the like the
really,
mission of it's for.
Can't get into details. But
Yeah,
like, you know,
no, but I got you.
Yeah,
Jeff.
it's like,
but I'm
it's
saying
like,
for you personally,
it's like saying it's like we're doing a blanket commercial, and it's like, you know, this blanket looks sick, but I don't really sleep with blankets. It's like, bruh.
So it's like now. So then, do we take these reviews like to heart? Like, I don't know. Now it's just the fact that I'm seeing so much people in these communities looking so upset and they don't trust it. Is like, damn, like now.
Because it's like when you look at some hardcore facts, like you said, it's like the sales weren't good. Then all of a sudden, all these influencers are using it.
It's kind of like everyone, and they're saying, they're transparent when they're saying like, oh, Canon sent me this camera, blah blah blah. So it's kind of like, hey, bro.
It's like one of the first things they say too, and it's like,
it just makes you kind of so like, I don't know how it's gonna work now with that whole thing. Like, I see it obviously being used more. More companies are using people because like we trust, like, and I was saying this to you earlier, like you trust your friend's opinion over some random person. So if there's someone you're always watching on YouTube or someone you're always watching in general that you like their opinion or you like what they do, you're gonna trust it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of weird to see how they're gonna do with this like transparent period with things when it's like everyone's being paid to, like, unless they say, listen, we're paying you, say what you really feel, which I don't believe any marketing manager is going to actually tell like a vendor to say if they're doing some like promo for them. But yo, we'll see, man. We'll see. Along the side of like social media and stuff, Instagram and Facebook changed up their algorithm again, and people are up in arms online. I'm seeing creators and photographers and videographers going kind of like doing the whole, hey, turn your notifications to make sure you guys get my videos or get my posts and all that kind of stuff. Do you think like turning your, well, one, and I heard this is a problem, is if you turn your page into like a business page on Instagram, it like forces you now to not be able, it doesn't show your stuff organically, and now it forces you to like have to pay for views and pay to be seen, which is like 50% of the battle when it comes to being a creative. You're just trying to get your stuff seen. You know, and it's like now Instagram and Facebook are like making it harder and harder every day for you to be like discoverable and be out there.
Yeah, they're making it really hard. They're doing a lot of things that like, it's weird. They're doing a lot of things that contradict in terms of, they're like, all right, cool, here's a business page. Here's a new feature so that you can click, like, they have ways where you can tag garments now. It's crazy.
Oh, I seen that.
And you could buy things, and it portals you straight to like the shopping cart with that item in it. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, so you guys really want to like gear things to brands and like all this stuff, but at the same time, there's a discussion saying they want it to like really be about the community, sharing like your selfies and your moments. But it's like, all right, cool. Like, what do you really want it to be? You're really adding these features and driving these new features. Like, hey, there's a new feature. It's like, all right, cool, you're driving that, but then you're saying
to sell stuff,
but then you're saying like your real target and your real thing is to do, like, it's supposed to be building communities so that people can like really like engage with each other on like what their life is about and stuff like that. Which actually, you know what, on the topic about like what people's lives are about and like targeting people and like what they're going through and dealing with, quick shout out to Bell for raising and donating almost $7 million to the for their Bell Let's Talk for mental illness.
Congratulations.
It's a crazy thing. A lot of people deal with it every day. A lot of people you don't even know are dealing with it. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that hide behind a shell, but it's like, it's a serious thing that a lot of people go through. It might be the person right next to you. You don't really realize the symptoms or, you know, what people are you don't really realize what people are going through until you talk to them. And there's like small signs that I can't really speak on right now that you can like pick at to be like, all right, this person is going through something. But yeah, just be aware of like, you know, people around you, what they're going through, and get educated on it and see how you can help. It's
even like depression and all that kind of stuff too, because that's considered mental. Oh, it's part of mental, I'd say, awareness and illness, right? Depression, and a lot of creatives to deal with depression. I feel like creatives are like one of the most people, like even when it comes to like art and just singers, rap, any type of artist in general, they're known to deal with a lot of depression and things of that nature. So the fact that like Bell Let's Talk raised, how much did you say, 7 million?
Yeah, close to 7 million, just under like 6,919. Oh my god, his number's too much. Anyways, yeah, you know.
No, that's very important, man, because yeah, it's something that I'm glad a lot of people are starting to deal with now and actually take in like priority over mental illness, because it's something that affects a lot of people. And yeah, it's something like, it's just like, I say sometimes it's even as simple as like a cold. Like, it's not necessarily something that's permanent for some people. It's something that's for a time or a moment. So yeah.
Yeah, if you're going through something, find someone to talk to. If you are being approached to about something, listen. Yeah, listen. Listening is key. Let that person know you're there for them. You don't have to say much, but you know, being an ear sometimes is better than not being there at all, and like ignoring it and walking away from the situation. First, yeah, more importantly, just like I said, listen. Let that person know they're okay, and just like check up on them and keep talking to them. Ask questions, educate yourself about it, figure out how you can help people. Like, if you know you're somebody that's not going through it, just find ways to educate yourself on how to deal with that, because it could be like your closest friend that's going through stuff. It can, you know, and these are things that tear people down. It kills them on the inside. Sometimes it kills them, period. You know, this is like something that people go through, and they commit suicide and stuff like that. So yeah, on a lighter note, let's just move
deep.
back. Yeah, it's a serious thing, especially like the reason why I actually even brought it up. It's not to say that creatives are the only people that go through it, but as a creative, you're in your mind a lot, and because you're in your mind and like you're in your mind a lot, you deal with like a lot of deep thinking, and sometimes you get lost in those deep thoughts, and you go to dark places. And a lot of people might think that it's just your upbringing and like how you're raised and like what you go through as a youth, but like it could be very well just like, you know, being in your head a lot, like thinking about a lot of different things, going through minor changes with all these thoughts in your head and stuff. Really, like, you know, it can drive you crazy. It can bring you to dark places, especially if, like, you know, whatever your topic or your exercise might be at that moment. For actually, perfect example, Heath Ledger, you know, he went crazy, you know, because of his role. I don't know too much about his background, but like, you know, his role as the Joker drove him crazy, because like he really like studied it, and he really wanted to portray the character, so he stayed in character long enough to actually like develop a mental issue, and it took his life. So,
is that how that happened?
Yeah, he like really got into the role, and like he was like some of these people, they like get into the role and like they stay like
there.
Yeah, I think Jack Nicholson was telling him prior to it, because I think he approached Jack Nicholson like, yo, how did you do such a good job? He was like telling him about it. He's like, yo, you just gotta really portray the character. You have to really get into it. And like some of these guys, they get into it. Yeah. And Jack Nicholson told him, he's like, yo, but don't get lost in this character. As we all know, Joker is like a really like mentally like unstable character. So it's like, yo, if you get into it too tough, and like, yo, the best actors believe that they are that character.
Yeah, they become it. They don't try to act like
they don't act it. They become these people. So he became the Joker to no point of return.
That's,
you know what I mean? So
that's kind of random, but like Tropic Thunder, when
yeah, those guys.
It's like, you don't ever go for.
I don't know, man. These guys, just like, what is it? Method acting? It's
I
like
think
when
that's
you
called.
like. Yeah, so it's like, it's like, I don't know what do you call like the highest degree of method acting. Method acting.
What's the other guy? Is it what's his name? Shia LaBeouf. I think he tried to do something like that.
Shia LaBeouf.
He's on next level stuff, man.
He's crazy.
Well, speaking of acting and stuff like that, man. So Oscars is coming up, and Best Picture nominated is Get Out. Round of applause for Get Out. I love that movie. It was great. To a lot of people, it was a comedy. To white people, to black people, it was
I think
real
there's
life.
something. Oh my god! I think there's something where it's like, I don't know. I heard some bullshit like how if it's not drama, it's comedy or something.
Something like that. Yeah, because they put it
heck?
into a comedy section. And I was like, what?
But I guess they're going back. I don't know, man. It's weird because back in the days, it's like it's either one or the other because it's just based off of like the narrative of, and like the structure of things. If it's like one way, no matter what the actual type of thing it is, it like becomes one comedy or the other.
That's weird. To me, it was a horror movie, suspense with like just comedic relief throughout it. It wasn't a comedy to me at all. Just the guy was funny.
Why they find it a comedy is because we weren't running towards danger. And when I say we, I mean black people. The black guy wasn't running towards danger. He's like, I don't know. I guess people find it funny. It's like, this Nick. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, they couldn't say that. They're probably saying in his head, but yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm unfiltered. I'm gonna keep this shit as real as possible. It's like, yo, this nigga isn't seriously trying to leave right now. It's just getting good. Nah, nigga, I'm fucking out of here. You trying to take my brain? Are you dumb, brother?
Was he trying different earlier?
Yo, he's like, something's weird. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
He was like, yo, trying to dip.
I'll be honest with you. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Like, if I'm at a party and I'm like, something doesn't feel right.
You just feel that moment.
I'm gone. Check CP24. You know, this party just got shot up. It's like, I told you guys.
That feeling you have.
I'm fucking out of it. It's called the black spider sense, my nigga.
Yo.
It's the black spider sense.
One thing I do is, like, as soon as I go to a movie theater, as soon as I go and I sit in that, I look to look at my exit strategy, like, all the time.
I don't know about music. I do that a lot of places. I don't like sitting with my back face towards the door.
Oh, like, you know, people that sit their backs face toward the front doors.
I don't like sitting with my back towards any point of entrance. People find it weird. I do look at people when I'm talking, but I look around a lot because I
just gotta know what's going on.
I like knowing what's going around. Any shifty movements, I'm like, fuck? And it's not like, oh nigga, you have ADD. It's like, nah, like I'm just very aware of like things. Like, you know, the matter of, like I said, like in a second, we all watch movies. Hey, we're all filmmakers. That's what we're here doing. Exactly. You know, we watch movies to study. You know, when some shit goes down, it's like the split second. So it's like as soon as someone shifts, and it's like if someone's going in their bag or something, I look over. I'm like, all right, cool. What are you putting on the bag? Oh, your laptop? Sick. But like, yo, as soon as I see something that's fishy, I'm like, out of here, guy.
Nah, and that's why I feel like Get Out to me wasn't a comedy. It was like realistic.
That's fucking
the way
life.
Even it was funny. Like at the beginning when the guy's walking down the streets, like, oh, you got me in this freaking neighborhood. Remember at the very beginning?
Yeah, and he's on the phone like, yo, something's up.
And
like,
then the car pulls up to him, and he's like in a nice ass neighborhood. And he just was like, yo,
I don't care what neighborhood. I can be in the hoods of Brooklyn. I could be in friggin'
Yorkville.
I could be in Yorkville. I could be in Mayfield. I could be in Mississauga Road. Like, you know, I don't care, yo.
It's true.
That's you know what? Those isolated places, those rich houses and big communities, is where the weirdest shit happens. Because why? They don't expect anything to happen.
Exactly, man. So yo, that was a horror movie, like yo, drama, the comedy relief. Now
that is the horror that we live in. Put it that way.
So it's a documentary, bro. Just didn't happen yet.
Cop pulled them over and said, "Hey, can I get your license?" She's like, "He wasn't even driving. Fuck's wrong with you, yo?"
Yeah. So wait, shout out to Daniel Kaluuya, who's nominated for Best Actor. What I'm noticing, yo, all these British actors are on American. Well, I don't want to say American television, but they're like
they're in a marathon. They're popping. They left their country of origin.
Like yo, even Walking Dead. Like the main character Rick. I don't know his real name at the moment. He's British. The Good Doctor. That kid's British. The kids from what's the thing? Stranger Things. Millie, the girl who plays 11. She's British. Like yo, British people are doing their thing. So yo, shout out to you guys across the pond. Why do I always say across the pond?
Across the pond, yeah.
But like that's one thing. Like so, like the Grammys was the other day, and people are mad because like SZA didn't get like Best New Artist and all that kind of stuff.
Shout out to Brampton though.
Yo, well that's the thing. People are upset because of like yo. Shout out to Brampton. Shout out to Alessia Cara. But people are upset because they think she shouldn't have won Best New Artist because her album came out 2015, all that kind of stuff, and like technically SZA and Khalid should have won or whatever. But whatever. That's just people's opinions.
They're just as old though. They're older. They're like somebody said they're like, yo, you guys are mad that SZA didn't win, but she's an OG. It's like, yo,
well, she's been around since
people,
like TDE and shit.
People like Alessia Cara look up to SZA, so it's like, you know,
because her project though, like they're doing her main project that just dropped, opposed to like, you know,
people
Alessia's.
Man, if, you know. Shout out to the remix fam though. Jesse should have got nominated.
Hey, yeah.
Crazy new artist. Yo, she's a new artist. She just blew up. You know, is a new artist. Literally like a new artist. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
The reason why I brought that up though is because like, do you think awards matter in the creative field in the sense of like do you care to like win Oscars and shit, or does the public opinion matter?
It's the public opinion. Like everyone looks at it like, oh, you got a Juno, sick. Now I can actually pay you X amount. It's like, bro, just because I didn't win a Juno doesn't mean anything. It just means I didn't get nominated. It just means the artist that I worked with wasn't big enough. My work is still good.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, okay, I did something for a local artist that looks better than something that somebody did for whoever.
Exactly.
But I didn't get nominated for a Juno. Why? Because like that person only has like 500 followers.
Exactly. And like, if I don't get director of the year or something, it's like,
all about public opinion and like, you know, where your clout's at. But like, it's whack.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because like at the end of the day, it's like I've never really cared like in this industry to be like, oh, I want, like I'm aiming for this award. And I think that's the weird thing when it comes to a lot of creatives.
I used to aim for awards. Really? only for, I think it was like a personal thing. It was more of a personal
but like what type of awards would you have wanted? And is this within the realm of like music videos, or just like
starting off as small as that? Because you know, I still don't have any awards under my belt. I haven't won an award. I think my work is great. I don't think I've done. The thing is, I don't think I've done that piece that matters yet.
But do you think that even matters? Like, if someone gave you an award right now, do you still think you're like, I still don't even think I like?
It's not. Piece. It's more of a personal thing. It's one of those things like, yo. A lot of people these days don't want to go to school. They don't need to go to school. But why do you go to school? To please your parents. Yeah, please your parents. I kind of want to, like, that's like something I would definitely want to do in my parents' timeline. It's like, you know, win something so that my parents can be proud of it. A lot of people, a lot of people around my parents, a lot of people around me doubted what I was trying to do. So it's like to have that award and be like, yo, I won this award. My parents are like, you know, like, a lot of us rappers say, I'm gonna do it for my mama so she can meet me out the hood. I just want to win an award so my parents can be proud of it. I don't even want to.
So it's not even really personally for yourself.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. Like, what's better than seeing your parents happy that you just got something of like such a high stature,
notoriety? You know what I mean? That's true.
Like, oh, see, people are recognizing. People are like really like thinking this. Like, our parents for a lot of creatives. Like, our parents don't understand what it means to be a creative. They don't understand that it does pay the bills. It can pay the bills. So it's like,
it's a new world. It's a new time, man. Like,
to have something for them to like, you know, like, I'm buying 2 of those, one for me, one for you guys, so that you guys can have it at the crib to be like, yo, look, this is the award my son won. You know? I just want an award for that. To be honest, that would be like a highlight. That'll be lit.
See, it's weird. It's weird because I haven't really thought about awards in a sense, because it's like, one, I guess also the type of videos I'm doing at the moment, where the hell do you get nominated for something like that? You know what I mean? Like,
so I'm trying to change.
There's different places. And that's why I want to move more into narrative. Yo, I had a conversation with I think, did you talk to them that time? There's these 2 guys I met, and they were telling me, it's at that party actually that we're at the other day.
I got a headache. I got too much parties I go to.
All right, so you came. I don't know if you talked to them about
social
this stuff.
events.
Yeah, but they were they're 2 filmmakers, and they were saying that they did their own film. They did it was kind of funny. I won't say their names because like they told me basically it was a funny story. Like, they did their film and like the company.
Talking about when we went out to the club
the
last
other day.
week.
Yeah, okay. And the funny story. So they were doing it, and the company like that gave them the money to do the project, but they didn't even know what the hell they were doing. Like, it was their first time. Yo, I think this is an awesome story though. And basically,
shout out to you guys if you're listening to this.
I'm not gonna say no names. Just shout out to you guys. And it was a big company they were working with, and they had them direct and stuff, gave them like walkies, a whole crew and everything, and they were just like, And then like,
oh man, talk about walkies. Shout out to my Bell fam. Shout out to the Sides fam. We had walkies on set. And they were just cracking on us every day. It was hilarious, yo. And yo, Chad, if you're listening to this, go for Chad.
Actually, yo, no, that's okay. Just to give you guys some context, if you guys don't know, so like Will shoots on this show called Sides, and every time before they start filming, he always Snapchats like their beginning part, and they're always doing this like ritual like huddle thing, and I'm always like, yo, what the hell is going on over there? I had
so much people hit me up like, what kind of cult thing do you go to on Wednesdays? Bro, what kind of cult shit is this stuff?
Yo, every time I say that, I start dying of laughter because I don't even know what they're saying. I just hear like noise, like and then you do that zoom.
Yeah, I got this very dramatic zoom.
That zoom, that's just like, yo, it kills me. But is that show season 1 done now? Or?
Season 1's wrapped. We're waiting for the green light on season 2. It's gonna be crazy.
Nice. Oh shit, let me get back to with those two guys. So basically, long story short, man, these guys were thrown into a situation which was actually a really amazing situation to be in the sense of like learning, but they didn't know what they were kind of doing and learned along the way. But they told me that like creating your own like short film or film is like the most satisfying feeling ever. And I've been kind of feeling like that's the main thing. The main thing is I want to make a short or a feature. That's my main goal. My main goal is to make a feature, right? And obviously I've been holding off on making a short because I just want to be a friggin' perfectionist and like have it totally at least perfect and have the whole crew to work it, actors and all that kind of jazz. But to hear these guys say that like it's the most fulfilling whatever feeling ever really now has fast forwarded me to like this summer 100%. Yo, short film being shot 100%. But yeah, like moving into narrative work, like I was saying, is like, I guess it's the only way to really receive awards and whatnot, because like doing client work, aside from music video, there really isn't awards other than like companies that give like internal awards. Like, we have the best internal video made. And it's like, okay, but I'm getting it from the same company that, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. So it's like better to like, obviously, like, I think the only times you can get awards to be achieved, like be recognized like that is within music or narrative movies and stuff like that. But teach its own. It's like, I just know it's like I'm kind of at the point now where it's like definitely want to get fulfilled by doing like getting a story out start to finish that's like mine, even if I didn't write it, but like, you know what I mean, to make it come to fruition or be a part writer on it. Shout out to Serge. Actually, Serge wrote a short that we're working on, so bro, we still need to link up. So Wednesday, anyways. Moving on, the movie is shot on the iPhone. Did I show you it? Did you watch it? The trailer?
Yeah, I definitely did.
What do you think about that?
I don't think it was shot on an iPhone.
It was.
Where did you see that?
So let me pull up the article real quick.
Interesting. Wow, this guy showed me a film. It looked pretty good. The thing that had me interested the most, I'm like, yo, is this just a tease? Like, is this a real thing, or did they just like shoot enough for a trailer? Because that's fucking, it was
No,
good.
it's like a full feature.
It's a full feature.
So by Steven, I can't even say his last name, Soderbergh.
Yes,
iPhone Soderbergh. Shot movie called Unsane. So obviously, like when you look at it, he obviously had like a whole crew, most likely, to help film that. Like the sound was amazing and everything. And obviously, like they probably shot on like a movie and like whatever. It's like probably the exact same thing. It's just going through a phone, but it really shows you that like audio is really important and stuff like that, because like you would think everyone's so focused on like video looking amazing that they're kind of disregarding audio. A lot of people were for a while. And like I watched also this thing from Nerdwriter was just about like audio and how it makes up most of the film. And like he did this part where he made the screen black. Like he showed you a scene and he made the screen black and like made you just watch the rest of the scene by just listening. And you were actually able to figure out what was happening just because of like the sound. Like you heard the person walking towards the phone. And like, so I'm just like really, really obsessed lately with like sound and stuff. And like, whoa, like this can make or break a project, because everyone's obsessed with like, yo, I need 4K. I need the best lens, best camera. But it's like, yo, I need some good ass sound.
Definitely a hacked iPhone.
What, the iPhone that had it? Yeah. Well, obviously, it probably was shooting in like, there's apps to even make your thing run at like 24 frames per second and shoot technically raw. But
you can shoot 24 right now native, which is like, they definitely had apps.
That's pretty dope, man. I'm going to watch that. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, the movie's called Unsane. Check out the trailer. Supposedly it's in theaters March 23rd. But yeah, it's supposedly all shot on iPhone. But damn, that's pretty dope, man. Anyways, I'm about to watch that sometime soon. But yes, that's what we wanted to talk about today, man. Anything else you want to say to the people, then?
Instagram sucks.
Why you say that?
That new algorithm is trash.
Oh yeah. Back the algorithm, is not doing anymore. I'm seeing shit from like 3 days ago, or I'm seeing like
if your engagement isn't high enough, your post doesn't get like put where it should be put. Like shit like that. It's weird.
It's like, as a community, how the hell are we gonna fix that? I don't know. Like, overcome that. As a community of filmmakers, crazy. I don't know. We gotta figure out. Honestly, that's why it's like, guys, if you see each other's work, like each other's work, comment on it, engage with it.
Comment, engage.
Yeah.
Try to figure out ways to work with people.
Beat the system.
Beat the system. Come up with your own social media. What's next for 2018? I think the next big thing for social media is coming out.
The next
year.
app? Or the next whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah,
maybe. I don't know, man. Like,
it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a big video thing, and it's not Snapchat. It's gonna be something else. Like, Snapchat is a thing, but like the next big thing's coming out this year, and it's gonna be solely video driven. With like video, AR. It's actually gonna be. I think it's gonna be video, or is it GIF? I don't know, GIF. However you say it. It's gonna be related to that stuff, because that's like, actually
like Tumblr.
That's like a real big thing. Like, it's a big thing. Mm-hmm. We seen snips of it getting thrown in with like Boomerang and shit like that, but like, it's gonna be the thing.
That's
it's gonna
true.
Be the next thing.
I can see that, especially like, even back in the day with Tumblr,
repeating videos on Snapchat. There's gonna be something like, they even just added in Instagram, like a GIF.
The GIF thing. I've been playing with that
stuff. Yeah. So
yeah, man. We'll see how that
the next
pans
big
out.
thing. But video is going to be driving everything from 2018 forward.
100%.
More than last year, and that's backed up by stats.
Mm-hmm.
They're finding ways to allow you to stream faster at lower bit rates, so like you're not running up your bill. I mean, they just dropped a 10 gig deal with
the cell phone,
with like every cell phone company. So
yeah.
I mean, that's I know that was a competition move, but that's direct indication that a lot of things are moving to like videos and
100%.
things like
needing
more
bandwidth.
Space.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Or needing more data and more gigs.
Mm-hmm. Cause video is running and ruling the world, and everyone obviously is starting YouTube channels or starting like just creating video for Instagram or just in general. So it's like, yeah, it's funny to see what the next thing is going to be. It's kind of weird to like want to know what the next thing is. Do you think it's going to be from like Mark Zuckerberg and them and Instagram and Facebook, or from like someone totally left field?
It's going to be someone from Silicon Valley.
Yeah. We'll see, man.
It's going to be some random kid from Silicon Valley. It's going to be called Towel.
Yeah, and I watch a whole bunch of people invest in Towel, and then they come back to you like, I just invested my life savings in Towel. You told me.
Towel. I don't know. I'm just making up names, but can you imagine if that's it? Like, maybe I'm secretly working on it already. I wish. But yeah, hit us in the comments as usual. Yeah, DM us, let us know what you're thinking. We're trying out new things, learning about ourselves, learning about you guys, trying to learn about you guys, trying to offer as much
value as possible.
It's weird. I don't want to say, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you the right thing. Josh is the exact same way. We're just here offering our opinion. Just, two guys talking about film, talking about being creative and weighing in on topics that's going on in the world, but you guys let us know how you feel about everything that we've been talking about. Let us know if there's anything that we've been missing, anything that you think that we should touch on, and drop some questions. We want to answer some questions. We want to help out the community. We want to make sure that we help, build what could be the future of creatives.
Yeah, for sure. And like, one other thing is, if you guys are listening to the podcast in your cars or like anywhere at school or something, like, drop us a Instagram story and tag us at Filmmaker Society so we can give you guys a shout out live. Actually, want to give a shout out to, I'm gonna pull your Instagram name right now. at Shop by Freeland. He was like listening to the podcast yesterday in his car. I think he's from where? He is from Virginia. So, yo, shout out to you, Austin
Shout out to
Freeland.
the DMV.
Yeah. Is it DMV? Virginia? That's what it is? Oh, okay.
The DMV.
Okay. I never know that. I always hear that. I always wonder what it was.
Huh? It's not Virginia. It's the DC.
Is it like Washington?
DC.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Washington. So DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It's like this like triangle or whatever it is. I don't know. That's their their tri-state area.
Hey, I learn new things every day. Shout out to the DMV. Swag. I'm crip walking right now. I don't know why.
This guy is crazy. Yeah. So shout out to Shop by Freeland. Thank you for listening, everybody. Keep listening. And yo, that's a wrap.
Catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.